Hello friends and a warm welcome to Skill with Sunil YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about Python course. I told I will start a Python crash course so that you can attend all my classes. So I will be uploaded day by day one course related to this Python. So it will be there in one single playlist. If you want from first to last, you can go through the in the Python programming in Kannada playlist, so that I will upload all the things in one playlist. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ please do comment in the comment section. So today I'm going to start a new Python programming language in Kannada, so that if you have any doubt, please do comment. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ ಯೂಸ್, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. So this is the Python programming language I'm starting for you. So let's go to the introduction part of Python programming language. So introduction andre ಏನು? So Python is the one of the fastest growing language, and what terms it was so fastest growing language ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಇಷ್ಟು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗೋ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? So let us discuss about it one by one in terms of developers who using this language, and then in terms of libraries we are using in this Python program, so that we can use this libraries andre gottalla. In a library andre we will store all the books. Similarly we have in Python in programming languages we have some libraries, so that we can extract it and then we can use it in our development purpose or any coding purpose, so that in our program we can use this as a library. Similarly, in terms of how many companies are using it, companies like big companies and small companies are also use this programming language Python. Big companies like Google, Facebook, WhatsApp, or YouTube. Similarly, so many companies are using this programming language as their part of supporting language or main language only, so that we can use this Python as their main language in their companies. So big company Google, ಅದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ನ their main language ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ as a part of particular feature they will use this Python for their programming. So in terms of areas we can implement, so areas andre we can say that in internet of thinking, machine learning or artificial intelligence. So ಆಮೇಲೆ in mobile application development, so many things are there, so that this in these areas only become this Python is more powerful and most famous. So nowadays people are using this machine learning concept, so that for this purpose Python will provide more libraries, so that we can use this to develop any programming languages, programming coding, so that we can develop any mobile applications. So for that purpose we can use this Python programming language. So ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ areas ಅಲ್ಲಿ I told you, right? Machine learning, artificial intelligence, graphical user interface. GUI means graphical user interface ಅಂತಾರೆ, and in software development also this Python program will be used. Machine learning ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, artificial intelligence ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎ ಅಂತ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಮಷಿನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ML and AI is nowadays very ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. Then in web technology means you are using all website. Now for that purpose they have used this Python as their backend purpose for programming or coding. So that's why this Python programming language has become more and more famous during this nowadays. Before it was not that much famous. Past 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ this Python program is going to become more familiar to people, because more peoples are using this now. For that purpose this Python programming language has become more famous. So why this hence it is also called as general purpose language. General purpose andre all the peoples are using now. For that purpose we call this as a general purpose language. So many languages are there, R, Go language, and Java, C++. So many languages are there, but why people are using this Python? Because it is a general purpose language. And then in this video we talk about what is Python and why Python it is so useful, and why you should use it. ಇದೆಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನಾವು ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. So what is Python, why this is Python, and why should we use it Python. So what is Python, as I mentioned here, is that Python is a program. Of course Python ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು ಏನ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೆಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. I think you know about those who learned C++ before, so that they can know that this C++ are object oriented program or procedure oriented program. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, so that Python is a object oriented program, and as well as this procedural oriented programming, and it is a high level language also. Interpreted andre, the code will be Python will run the code one by one, line by line agi it will do compilation. For that purpose we call this as interpreted language. So for this purpose we use this Python as an interpreted language. That's why this Python program has become such a famous language in these computer programming languages. So, so you think that it does not support procedure oriented? Because no, it will support both as well as this object oriented and procedural oriented. So please keep in mind this: Python is both object oriented and procedural oriented programming language, and it depends upon your purpose. So that whatever you use, you can use it as you way want. So as it is simple, when also whenever we want, we can use this simple programming language. So, but why Python is so famous? As we know that so many languages are there. First programming language is C, and then C++, Java, so JavaScript. So many languages are there, but still, why Python is so famous? Because now some of the people say Python is a new language. Not exactly, because Java is came. I told you, no, it is interpreted object oriented high level. As we know, Java came in 1995 and Python came in 1989, 1991. In between this, before the Java came into existence, Python already came into existence, but it was not that much used. So it is a way before Java, right? So now when Java came into picture, everyone using Java for development of application and coding purpose, programming purpose, and then for web application, website development of website, for all purpose. Java, as it was running at during 1995, they are almost all the people are using Java, but Python were less in use. So, but now since the advancement of machine learning, artificial intelligence concepts are came into existence, ML and AI are using. So for this purpose, Python will provide a greater libraries which will provide, and so many developers are focusing on this easiest language only. And then in terms of companies, so many companies are using it, and so many areas it will cover, like machine learning, artificial intelligence, software development, mobile application. For all purpose, this Python programming language will use. So that's why Python became so much famous. So, what are all the companies this Python program is used? So before that, this is the field where research people want to spend much time in learning programming language. So research people will be there. No, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಈಸಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ತರ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ದೆನ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. So for that purpose, Python is the easiest language for this research people, and they have chosen Python for their programming or coding purpose. And Python is damn easy language, and it is much simpler than C++, Java. And you think that Java is a big programming language, and it was so much in there, so much libraries you need to remember for that purpose. But because Python has so small, only few few small lines code will be there to develop any program or code. So for that purpose, Python will become easier language. And you might be thinking which companies using this Python, that the small companies or big companies are using. So let us discuss about this. Google will be using, DropBox, YouTube, NASA, and Yahoo. These all the companies are, so many companies are there. Apart from that, I have chosen only few of them. These big companies are using this Python as their main language or support language, so that they can use this for this to develop any feature in to apply in that in their companies. Example, Google has so many features. No, some of them are coded in this Python. If you want to see that in YouTube, you can see that for sharing purpose they have used this Python as their language, so that it will be easily to use. So now let's focus on this name Python. When you talk about C, C++, Java, this name have some story, right? What about Python? Python has a history, that how this name came into existence. ಪೈಥಾನ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಅಂತ ನೇಮ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಬನ್ನಿ. So the author of the Python who developed this Python was Guido van Rossum. He is the person who developed this Python programming language. And how this name came into existence? Because the author of this Python, Guido van Rossum, is the big fan of one TV show. ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? And the TV show name is that Monty Python's Flying Circus is the TV show or a movie that is famous at that time. So that big fan, the author is the big fan of this show, and so that he called this as a Python. So because he's the fan of that show, no, so that he keep the he's developed a newly developed programming language name as Python. And then so whenever we know that which is newly available, all will like that, no, for that purpose he called that name as Python. When everyone liked it, he went for the same thing, same name. All the people are liking Python, so that he kept that name for this Python programming language. So now, can we learn Python as it was easy? Yes, we can learn Python as it is the easiest language. Python is the easiest language to learn, and even if you come from a non-technical background, or you don't know what is coding, programming, and you not belong to computer degree or any, you don't know what to do, so that you can become a programmer using this Python. That much easier programming language. You can start from scratch only. From today you can learn more and more, as day by day that they are increasing. More libraries are adding, so that you can learn then and there itself. So it is most easiest way, and even a children can learn Python, as it is that much easy language is this. So now let's see what are the versions we have there in the Python. Now Python has multiple versions. We have 1x, 1.x, 2.x, 3.x is there. So in that Python 1.0 was came into existence in January 1994, Python 2.0 in October 2000, Python 3.0 in December 2008. So currently now we are in Python 3.0, 3.7, 3.8. It keep on increasing whenever the upgradation they are going to add. So Python 2.0 usually illa antala they are using still. So Python 3.0 is different from Python 2.0, but the similar concepts will be there. Only few of them will be little bit change in their Python 3.0. So Python 3.0 is also in market. 2.0 is also there in the market. So now, so few people will using 2.0, and few of them, so many are using this 3.0 only. 3.0 means 3.x, 3.1, 3.2, so many. You can 3.11, 3.12 is there. So you can go and search in the Google. So that's the introduction from this video. In next video we work on how to install and how to work with this different stuff. So let's in next video we are going to look at how to install this Python, and in our system or PC, laptop, whatever you have, you can keep on waiting for it. I will be upload shortly. And then Python ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ language. Python is a fun language, Python programming language. So keep on waiting for this fun, and do a hit like button if if you all enjoying it. Hope you watch entire series. Let me know it in the comment section. Please do watch and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Please do share and subscribe. Thank you.